Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching on YouTube, now you'll be able to see the Twitch comments. I screwed up and forgot to turn that on. Oh, well. We got a hot load of something or other heading over to Coeur d'Alene, which is in the northern western part of the state. Northwestern. So we're going to head back that way. Whoop, whoop. That's right. So we're going to leave Idaho Falls and head to Coeur d'Alene. Should be a nice drive. Yeah, do they still make whatchamacallit candy bars? Is that something of the past, or? I don't think I've seen a whatchamacallit candy bar in a long time, but to be honest with you, I haven't really looked. I just remember them kind of being really good. So they still make them? All right. What are they made of again? Do they have like graham cracker in them and stuff? Is that what the... kind of like a 70s s'more before the 80s hit? Oh, come on. Get in gear. CVS, huh? It's been a long time since I've had a whatchamacallit. I remember getting them as a teenager. They used to have them at the local pool. I was back then, gosh, I remember when you could... I joined for the whole summer. I had a season pass for our local pool, like all my friends did too. We went up there all the time and swam, and I think it was like $12 for a season pass. Like, you can't nowadays. They charge like $200 or $300 for like a pool pass, but back then it was so cheap. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Chocolate and caramel with Rice Krispies cheap. Yeah, I know. I haven't had one in... I mean, it's probably been 20 years since I've had one. But they used to freeze them, like the I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but with the candy bar places at the pool places, the pool places always freeze them. And man, is it good. All right, there we go. And off we go. So let's head over to Coeur d'Alene. Yeah. Or not. This is a big trailer. Now that's one big trailer. We're going to exit here. You said they wouldn't make it to the freezer. Ah! I wasn't paying attention. Oh, yeah, the Snickers get really hard. They break your teeth. You have to let them sit out for a while. Candy Warehouse has them? Okay. Here where I live, well, not right here, but in the vicinity of where I live is, I believe, supposedly... the world's largest candy warehouse. It's called Be A Sweeties. And they have a second one in Texas, I think. But that place is just freaking huge. And they have any kind of candy that you can think of from they have the original, like, cane sugar pop. It's so cool. Like, they have all kinds of, like, sweets. So that's their specialty. You broke a tooth eating Skittles? What? Oh, my wife loves Skittles. She likes those Sour Patch things, too. Blech. I don't like Sour Patch. Yeah, the truck stops are full of candy, right? Yeah, room temp, too. Same here with that. Oh, Snickers Blizzards. I never thought about that. Oh, you bite something the wrong way, You come up missing a tooth. All right, so let's get going. Now, we'll probably have to stop overnight somewhere because it is like... I believe we're at 8 o'clock in the evening. I need to get over. Yeah, I'm same way, Sue. Like, I can have a candy bar or 2 candy bars or 5. No, I'm just kidding. The only thing that my weaknesses would be like Reese's peanut butter cups. But in general, like I can eat 1 or 2 pieces of candy, and then it bothers my teeth, and I don't like the way I feel after I eat them. So, yeah, I think my wife loves Kit Kat. I like to take, what I like to do? I like to take a Kit Kat and melt it into a coffee. So if you got coffee, you can take a Kit Kat or 2 and melt them into coffee. What my wife doesn't know is they have these candy bars over there. I think they're called Wispa, and we would make these coffees, and then she doesn't know it, but I would melt like a Wispa into her coffee, and it made it really, really good. You take like a half a Wispa bar and you crackle it up and melt it in there, and it just melts into the coffee, and boy, does it taste good. But yeah, I can eat a lot of Reese's peanut butter cups. I do like those. Somehow we got in these poor people's neighborhood. It's beautiful, Tayloa. It is a little repetitive because it's mostly green and forested. So, but the same could be said about Ohio. Half of it's green and forested, and the other half is just open, flat fields. Idaho at least has mountains. It's beautiful. I think once again they've done a great job with the state. It looks like what the state looks like. There's some stunning scenery along with some like regular old scenery, and I think that makes it feel very realistic. So I like it so far. Oreos and coffee, that is good, yes. Yep, I Reese's peanut butter cups, that's my weakness. I love peanut butter and chocolate, so it works really, really well. I know you're watching. Now you know. There you go. Thank you, Black Phoenix. There's a lot of turns here, Taylo. I will say that much. You're constantly making turns. Oh, that's awesome, Taylo. I'm glad to hear that. That was really nice of them. There you go. Yeah, Utah's beautiful too. In general, I feel like SCS, just does a great job with their DLCs and stuff. They definitely give you all the bang for your buck. They spend the time to make the place look really good. And they make it look like it really does. There's a lot of really nice details, new textures, and they get the feel of the state. And I think that they've done a great job so far. And in America, it's kind of a funny thing, but a lot of America really does, each region and each state really do feel different. When you're in Michigan, Michigan looks like Michigan, and Ohio looks like Ohio. Obviously, right around the borders, they look kind of the same. But once you get into the states, they are each state is very different. Each one has its own flavor, has its own road signs, has its own businesses, and they really do. You get a sense that you're in a different place, and I think that they've done a good job with this game so far, really kind of capturing that, what the different states look like. So there you go, Tayloa. Has 34 Super Fund? What is that? I don't know what that is. You see the train passing under that? That was pretty good. I mispronounced what? I can't say that. Oh, they're going to, Tayloa. I mean, it's slowly expanding. But it's going to take some time. I think they're not rushing it, so. We're clear. So we have just left Idaho Falls, Farver Nugent. We have a new load, and we're on our way to Coeur d'Alene. The Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Wait, Wright-Patterson. Wait a minute. Wait. Superfund. Okay. That's, Wright-Pat is, Dayton, right? Dayton gets screwed again. Oh, interesting, right off. See, I did not know that. Yeah, probably. I don't know how they're going to handle it, Taylor. It'll be interesting to see how they do it. So, this game, unfortunately, is PC only. It is not available on console. And I think they said pretty clearly, at least at last year, that it never will be. But I don't know if that really is going to be the case or not. But they've said pretty much like, no, we're not doing it. So... took me a minute. I'm like, I know I've been to Wright-Patterson, but I've been to a lot of Air Force bases. I'm like, wait a minute. I should know this. It's named after the Wright brothers. Yes, it's in Ohio. You said haters. PC Master Race. Console lives matter. I'm sorry. Moving right along. Pocatello. I can say that right. I'm proud of myself. Yeah, I would think that the console probably actually can handle this game. It's not really that graphically intensive. But home to the infamous Hangar 18. Is that Hangar 18's in Pocatello? Really? Didn't know that. Oh, I totally forgot that we need to get a screenshot for our YouTube vid. How does this describe Idaho, though? Not very good. I need a better Idaho shot. Hopefully we'll find one of those little Idaho fly-through spots. Well, thankfully, I mean, my computer right now, Far from Nugan, the video card is, I want to say I'm moving on to 4 years old now. So it's not that as long as you buy a good video card, you don't have to update it quite so often. But I know what you're saying. And they're expensive. Video cards are not cheap anymore. They are big bucks. So, hey, we'll see you, Diodier. Have a good night. Yeah. Find a billboard with a potato on it. Yeah, hang on a second. It's not a bulldog. It is a series of gears. Bolton Motors is the automotive manufacturer in the game, so they would be kind of akin to like General Motors or Ford. There's another trailer from Bolton right there, going the other way. Or like, does anyone ever notice? And maybe that's just me, but yeah, that's right, Johnny. Mine too. At least in Ohio, when you're on the freeway, there are a ton of Hyundai trucks. Does anyone ever else notice that? Like the trailers that have a little sign that says it's owned by Hyundai? Because I see that all the time, and I always wonder, like, why are there so many Hyundai trucks on the road? Maybe there's a Hyundai factory or a Kia factory in Ohio. I don't know. I've got a couple more episodes to release, Taloa, so probably next week we'll start doing more recording of that. Not a problem, Far from Nugan. Wow. Why is he going so slow? Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe they're just made by, the trailers are made by Hyundai then. Because it's like they all say Hyundai Corporation on them. And I'm like, and they're just white box trailers that say Hyundai on them. And I'm like, why? But that could be. I didn't realize that. There's a memorial highway for a vet. That's pretty cool. Somebody, oh, there we go. There was a I love my Idaho. Okay, Sue, so you can give cheer or you can do a 1-month subscription. And either of those ways, you have to go into the settings in Twitch and buy cheer in there. And that's how they do the tips. So I think if you say like purchase cheer or whatever, then you can, it's like $5 and they give you like 50 cheer or something like that. So hammer down. Okay, so they do make trailers. Interesting. I always wondered that, and now I know. The College of Southern Idaho. See, when I think of Idaho, this is what I think of. And the parts that I've been through, this is what it looked like. Fields of grain. Bits would also count. Yep. The bits are cheer. Yep. Hi, Cricket. Interesting. So all these times they've been for other companies, they just say Hyundai on them because they are the manufacturer. Oh, my goodness. And knowing is half the battle. That's right. Now there is Idaho. This looks like Idaho. I'll just cut that Jeep off. Oops, sorry. He didn't slow down. That would be a glitch or a... I've seen Great Dane. I know in Ohio we have... what's the name of that one? East, I think. They're made in, is it Roland, Ohio? There's a couple trailer manufacturers in Ohio. Rudolph, maybe? Was that Randolph? That's it. East, I think, is made in Randolph, Ohio. Really, Taylor? That's crazy. Well, that's why I always see them. Yeah, Great Dane utility. Right, yeah, right. Wabash, yeah, I remember those. So anyway, Uncle Joe, I think it keeps it. It's a digital glitch. It means that your internet's glitching out a little bit when it does that. The Wabash Cannonball. Oh, I see Black Phoenix. You picked up a brand new trailer and you broke it in. Interesting. I'm not having any issues on this end. I've got a green signal with 0 drop frames, which means things are going smoothly here. So... it is all gorgeous. Beautiful trees and lakes. Interesting. So some people are having internet issues. Oh, that stinks, Red Alpha. I'm sorry, Cricket. Have I corrupted you? Brought you to the farm side? Oh, thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. Hey, it's Duck Valley. Whack, whack. I got past. I got governed? What? What? I got passed and governed. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry, Farva Nugan. I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, yes, the governed. Yeah. Okay. Yes. When you do external contracts, there's two types of jobs. There's the freight market, which is inside the game, and then there's the external contracts, which is the things that the company SCS, the game programmer, puts up. External contracts are nice because you have actual time to get them done. So like right now I have an actual, I think like 12 hours to get this job done in real life. The freight market has to be done while you're like within the game time. So if it says like 18 hours, you have 18 hours of game time. So I don't know why they split it like that, but the external market counts towards your Worlds of Truck profile, but you are governed to 65 miles per hour. So that's how they did it. And Andrew, thank you for the cheer. Welcome aboard. I'm glad you are enjoying my farming vids. Must drive for Swift. Can't play 17 anymore. I know, it's hard to go back, right? Yes. Now, if I did not have the external contract load, I could go whatever speed I want. You still get tickets for going over the speed, but what's up, Nan? How you doing? Prime is 62 or 63. Ah. Are we exiting here or staying on? We're staying on. Ah. Oh, that'll be fun, Nan. Have fun doing that. That sounds cool. What's up, Max Jordan? How you doing? So we are back in Boise. I've actually done this trip before. I've been through Boise, and it did look like this. Oh, I see, because they speed cheat going like 200 miles an hour with 1,000 horsepower. Right. Prime is the slowest company on the roads. There we go, huh? I was supposed to get off there. Yikes. Dang it. Couldn't get over. Oh, that stinks, man. So you were doing rolling pumpkins. What is that? Is that orange line? We're gonna make a U-turn here. I'm not gonna follow the. We'll make a U-turn and go back the way they wanted us to go. How are we doing on gas? We're fine. Hey, the Warhawk Museum. Sweet. Oh, the challenge levels. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm sure people will get mad if you're going 62 and a what? I'm turning to the right. Come on. Jerks. Oh, Snyder. Okay, all right. Only 1,000 horsepower. Not your biggest truck. Or, oh, it was your biggest truck. Okay. You did 70? Okay. Rolling pumpkins and pumpkin patches Snyder. Okay. Why do they call it that? Are the Snyder trucks orange? I know the orange trucks were yellow, but... No. I'm not going to go the wrong way on the highway. You turn it on a 2-lane Swift training, right? Hey, we'll see you, Cricket. Have a good night. Oh, the trailers are orange. Okay. There's a nice WRX. You guys see that? That was cool. Your company truck rolls a bit faster than that. Real Farming was the Terabad game. Pure Farming is slightly better. Worse than Farm Sim, but slightly better. I really like Farm Expert myself, but... Well, that's true. They still could catch you, but they might also shoot you, so there's that. So the cabs are white now? Okay. Yeah, Snyder's still going, aren't they? What's the one that... R&L Carriers is down by Cincinnati. I've passed through there. They're like right on the freeway there. Big brain thongs. All right, so we're taking some of the back roads here since we got off. All right, we'll see you, Nan. Have a good one. Oh, man. Well, there you go. Let's see what I screwed up. Oh, yes. Oh, man, I really over-revved there. Is that pronounced Saya? Saya? But yes, Farm Expert. Farm Expert is very different from Farmer's Dynasty. Very, very, very different. They're based on the same engine, but that's like how Unreal Tournament and Train Simulator are also based on the same engine. There's very little, aside from the fact that you're farming, there's very little in common between the two games. It's kind of like Quake and Call of Duty. You know, yeah, they're both shooters. Yeah, they're both, well, I think they're based on different engines, but let's pretend like they're both based on the same engine. But the games are very different. Different stories, different setup. Farm Expert's much more like Farm Sim. Less of a story, but much more farming. So, I don't want to say one's better than the other, Feared. I like them both. I love Farmer's Dynasty. Don't get me wrong. Hey, what's up, Bob and Bug? Like, I really love Farmer's Dynasty. So for me to say that, like, I couldn't tell you that I like Farmer's Dynasty or Farm Expert better than Farmer's Dynasty. I don't. But I like them both the same, and they're both for different reasons. It's kind of like, I guess it would be kind of like comparing SnowRunner and Mud Runner. They're the same type engine, but they're two totally different games. So, hey, have a good night, Sue. Thank you for joining. So I feel like it's kind of that same kind of comparison. Farm Expert is just, it's a really good farming game, but it is different. You're right. There's no family. There's no that kind of story, but you still have animals you take care of. It's, you know, it's a good game. And I still feel in the same way that Farmer's Dynasty connects you to the game, I think Farm Expert does the same thing. It connects you to your farm in a different way than Farm Sim can. So that's feared. Does Sniper Wolf play it? And Lee Ash? And all the women of YouTube? Oh, wait. I'm not getting over. I'm sorry. I blocked you off for no reason. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't done Farmer's Dynasty since I got back from England. I need to do some more episodes. I know people were watching the series and it was doing pretty well, and then I kind of killed it by not. What happened was I kind of got to a place where we won't even go there, Feared. I kind of got to this place where I need to, like, just keep doing the same thing every day, and there's no change until next year. And then I kind of burned out. So it's like I need to keep going with that and actually get through that portion so that we can start the next season. But I am really enjoying that game. I just need to get back and get through that part. Once we get through that boring part, it'll be fun again. But yeah, I know. I will do I will do that soon. Maybe this coming week or something. I'll take a look at Lumberjack Dynasty, because it looks good. It actually looks like a pretty decent game, and they're hopefully making it better. Oh, rats! Where is this way station? Oh, what? Can I go this way through it? Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's dangerous. What if a guy coming from the other direction? This was not well thought out. Hey there, buddy. All right. What? Did I get fined? My vehicle's not in a perfect technical state? What? What's going on? What's wrong with my truck? Oh, it needs some work. Oh, okay. Well, oops. Nope, that's the wrong button. Well, this, let's see. FS20. Yeah, it's not. It's, as a mobile game, it's great. As a regular farm simulator game, it's lacking. But from a mobile standpoint, it's not bad. The DOT got me. So Bob and Bug, this game is about growing your company as an owner operator, and you buy trucks and you hire workers to work for you along with driving your own truck. In my case, quite a beautiful buff truck. And you can, grow your company and make $1 million and make $1 billion. I actually had almost $1 million at the beginning of this episode, but I bought a new garage and 5 new trucks. So I'm expanding my company, but it'll continue to grow, and I will have many people working for me, and that is really cool. I love running alongside trains. That's one of the things I like in real life, too. I love when you get to those places in the road where you run alongside the tracks and you catch up with a train and you run parallel for a while. That's really cool. Yeah, it's the tires. I haven't had any accidents or anything, so. Ooh-wee. You can see here what I was talking about, though. The road is really curvy along here. And you have to watch, because even though you can get to the speed limit, you might not want to actually go the speed limit. So, yeah, it's a great game, Bob. It's a lot of fun. Boise National Forest. Wow, that was cool. Love it. That's so cool. Oh. Yeah, in real life, you could probably make several country passes between. Oh! Ah! Okay, get back in the cab. Okay, there we go. It is a great game. It's worth getting. And like I said, right now, like today, it's on sale. And most of the states are cheap right now, so you can probably get the whole thing for like under $50. It's probably worth getting. So. Hi, Grammy. So after we're done with this trip, I do need to take about a 10-minute break and feed my doggy. And then we will move on over to SnowRunner, so I'll be back for that. And we'll take a look at the new DLC. There's 2 new trucks and a new map. We're going to play around on that map a bit and have some fun. Yes, when you add mods, it's even. I have a lot of modded trucks on my game. That was really cool with the train. I think that was probably one of the neatest things I've seen in this game in a while. Ooh, I'm really speeding. It's 45 through here. Whoops. I have never jackknifed my truck ever, but I have had some accidents. Definitely. If you want to check it out, Forever Nugan, on my YouTube channel, I do have quite a large library of American Truck Simulator videos. There's 2 playlists that have my original profile when I first got the game with maybe like 60 videos, and then another profile for 2019, which we're continuing right now, even though it's 2020, the year that we want to pretend didn't happen. This has been just a crazy year, obviously. Thank you, Timmy. It is so, isn't it fun? I tell you what, man, American Truck Simulator is a blast. And Euro Truck, and I play them all the time. Ask my wife. when it's late at night and we're just sitting around, that's what I go do. I listen to Bible study and I play it, or I talk to my wife and I play it, and it's a great game. We're going to use our Jake brake. Season pass. Get the season pass. The game's only been around for like, oh, wrong gear. Wow. The game's only been around for what, a month and a half, 2 months, and they've already come out with a DLC. So I would say get the season pass. They keep adding to the game, and they keep adding like new missions for the old maps and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth it because you go back and does sound mod work? I don't know what that is. I don't use the sound mod. I just use whatever the default is. The only mods that I'm using on this game, there's a couple downloaded trucks that I've got that I use, but other than that, I don't use the sound mod. So, all right, so we passed through this town earlier. I don't think you guys were with me. I think I was driving by myself. So, all right, we need to get some gas. Yes, distracted driver. Fill her up. What the heck? Why did my little window go away? Oh, it's full. Okay. So I don't know. I've never used the sound mod. I didn't use it in ETS either, so I don't know. What did I hit? What? Oh. Oops. No, wrong way. I'm really stuck on something. Oh, yeah, diesel. Right. Not gas, diesel. I know. Oh. Something's got me hooked. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the sound mod thing. I never use them, and I've got my 3 wheels in the back that are getting stuck. Max, thank you for the sub. Oh, they don't work on ETS. Yeah, I wouldn't know, Scania, because I don't use them. Never used them, so I don't know. Okay, Tilo. Okay, we're going to have to back out of this. Dispatch wants to know why I'm late. I'm always late. Tell Dispatch to kiss my grits. Darwing. Someone's leg. Did you miss Farming Simulator? What do you mean, Bob and Bug? Oh, for whatever reason, the status didn't update. We didn't do Farm Sim tonight. When I first started the stream, I forgot to change it, and then I changed it. But for some people, it didn't update, which is weird. So that's why it's showing Farm Sim, but we haven't done Farm Sim in a couple weeks. We'll be doing some more Farm Sim in a week or two once I get stuff set up for me and JC and Tayloa to do. So sorry about that, but you did not miss Farming Simulator? No, because we didn't do it. Okay, so people were using sound mods. Yeah, so I never ended up using that, so sorry. Could not tell you. So this side of the state has that more, Washington look to it. Got a lot of pine trees, dry ground. The mountains keep it from being too wet over here. Go Uncle Joe, right? I definitely have gone fast on these massive four, but I usually try to simulate a little bit more, so. All right, we'll see you, Farver Nugan TV. Have a good night. Tell your wife and kid I said good night too. Good night, Abby. Hey, J Wall. Thank you for the sub. Whoa, I just stalled in first. Whoops. Welcome back, if only for one day. Yes, like I said, we'll be doing them here and there. but definitely not a lot. I'll tell you what, my life has been a lot less stressful since I stopped streaming every night. I will say that, like I said, it's not, once again, it's nothing again. The only reason I was doing it was because I love you guys. I never liked it. From the start, I hated it. I never liked stream. Once in a while, I would get in the mood to stream. I'm always in the mood to do YouTube stuff, but for whatever reason, I just crossed the 45th parallel, by the way. I never liked doing Twitch. I never did. But it's one of those things where it's like people really enjoy it. So that's why I've decided to keep doing them here and there, because I want to make sure I stay in contact with you guys, and I definitely will do my best to let you guys know ahead of time, like when I'm going to be streaming. But it was pretty stressful for me, and I never loved doing it. So I'm dragging that fuel pump behind me. This is really cool. Isn't that beautiful? There you go, Jer. We've just crossed the Salmon River. And you notice the speed limit's been 65 for quite a while, but I have not been able to hit that speed, man. I keep, like here, we got to slow down again. We got a 65 mile an hour, but there's just no way I'm going to be able to go around the curves that fast. You have to really kind of watch what the suggestions are. So 50, they mean 50. Wow, is this beautiful, though. And we need to slow down even more. Yeah, that's why we're dragging so slow. It's that fuel pump. I mean, diesel pump. Oh. Though diesel is fuel, isn't it? I can't say gasoline. Somebody help me. We're getting closer, Jaywa. We're getting closer. Permanently is probably next year sometime, but she'll be able to come over for quite a bit of time, hopefully, in a couple months here. Yeah. There is no cruise control here. The road changes too much here. Now we're down to 30. You can see here there's just no... You get like short stints where you could possibly use cruise control. What the... I didn't... Ah... Oh, yeah, Timmy? Didn't know that. That's cool. Scenic overlook. Let's take a look. What you got for us? Oh, my gosh. That's hilarious, Uncle Joe. That's pretty. It's the hills of Idaho. This is a pretty steep hill that we're coming up. It's pretty cool. All right, back to the truck. Back to the truck. You will drive when I say you must drive. Yeah, isn't that a nice paint job? It was orange and light blue, and I'm like, no, this needs to be all blue, and it worked. Coming from Lewiston? Max Jordan, I haven't done multiplayer in a while. At some point we will. I think probably more like towards winter I'll start doing the multiplayer stuff here and there. But I don't really like playing multiplayer because I want the traffic. I hate playing with like zero traffic. So what happens is it's like you and one other person on the road, and then, or two or three people, and then no one else. And I don't know. And plus you have the issue with the people trolling too. So I wish they would set up like a private server where you could have a couple of your friends and then traffic. Like kind of SnowRunner-esque or Farm Sim, where you just get like 4 or 5 people on there. You guys play together, and there's trucks or other vehicles that you deal with on the road. that are, what do you call them, NPCs. Yeah, or 50 people trying to jam through a narrow pass. Right, exactly. Right, how right you are. Blue and yellow on yours. There you go. There's going to be a 16 multiplayer. Well, that's pretty cool. Wolf, thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Like I said, that still helps us. So even though we're not streaming a ton, it's free for you guys. It gives you a way to support both my channels. So it is going to be evening here. I hope we make it. Maize and Blue, go Michigan. There we go. 8. Okay, 8. That sounds a little more reasonable, but let's see how far out we are. We are still 3 hours away, so we're going to stop for the night here in Grangeville and then continue on our journey. Now, there's no private servers for Truck Sim yet, but it's going to be nice if, like what Jared says is true. That'll be really nice to have. That was really bad shifting on my part. It'll be nice to be able to have, it sounds like a private server. So that'd be really cool. Then I'll be into it. I'll do it. But until then, I kind of have backed away from it. I got tired of people wrecking into my truck and doing hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. Bob and Bug, have a great night. Once again, guys, don't forget I'll be on a little bit later, too. I'm going to feed my doggy. And then we'll come back and do some snow runner. I might grab something to eat, too, between, because I need something light to eat for dinner. All right, so there's that. Turn the engine off. And we're going to take a nice rest here in Middle Idaho. Panhandle. Sweet. Wait a minute. No, Truckers MP is not caught up. We checked tonight. Moni was going to actually drive with me, but we couldn't because they're not done. So, what time is it? Gosh, I thought the sun would be up. Well, I slept till 5 in the morning. I guess the sun will be up soon. So, yeah, it's pretty sweet, huh? I'll be back then. I'll be back. You're going to go to bed, Max? All right, have a good night. Try to turn that off. There we go. Now, once again, I drive with my brights on because I'm a jerk. No, so the people on YouTube and Twitch can view. I actually have a bright light out on my car in real life. I need to get that fixed. And we're on the 13. And Grangeville is up ahead. Gotta watch our speed. Well, that is true, and thank you, Stan, for 1999. Good song by Prince. Thank you for the subscription through Twitch. I appreciate that. Oh, Stained. Somehow I screwed that one up. Idaho Avenue. My name's Arthur. I can spell. I have a Hyundai Sonata. Very used. It's a 2000. Let me think about this. I want to say it's a 2008. It's just starting to have a little bit of rust along the back wheel wells. But other than that, it's actually it's in really good shape. I love it. It's got heated leather seats and a sunroof. It's old, but it's a nice old. All right, Bob and Bug, we'll see ya. Hope to see you there. But yeah, I bought that a couple of years ago. That's a long. I'll tell that story because it's a funny story. Not funny, but strange story. For those of you that haven't been around the channel a long time, those of you who have already know the story. But my ex-wife, her dad had given us a car about 10 years ago. And yes, I am, Banner. We're going to take a look at the new DLC for SnowRunner. So yeah, we'll be streaming for probably about an hour and a half late, a little bit later on. Not super later on, but like in the next half an hour once we're done with this. So no, it is not white red alpha. My car is like an olive drab. It's a weird color. It's a nice color, but it's a weird color. So, well, good, Stain. I'm glad you like it. I love my summer car. My wife hates it, but I love it. It is kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Like you can play it really bad. So it kind of goes against some things, but you know, I mean, I really do like the game. It's a fantastic game. Difficult, but fantastic. So yes. So the car, my ex-wife has had her dad had bought us this car like 10 years ago, and it was a Scion XB. Well, that thing got pretty run down, and it was pieces were falling off, and like we just needed a new car. So I said, I didn't know we were going to get divorced, but I went out and traded it in for this Sonata, and it was a really nice car. It had a small monthly payment, and I'm like, yeah, it's worth it. Like it's just a really nice upgrade, and it had like all these nice features on it. And then within 2 or 3 months of me getting that car, and I looked for it for a while. It took me probably a good month to find that car. Like I went to a whole bunch of different dealerships. One of my friends helped me like look around till I found what I was looking for. And he's pretty good at finding like good deals on cars. And so he's like, hey, check this one out. So I went up and checked it out, and it was great. And they got me the car. And so I then, like with about 2 months after getting this car, my ex-wife decided, she decided she was going to do stupid stuff, and so we got divorced. I kicked her out, and she took the car. I'm like, dang it, that was like my nice car. She left me with this minivan that I couldn't afford, and took the nice car. And so anyway, so I drove around. I sold the van. I got out of the van. I ended up still owing Toyota. In fact, I'm still dealing with that right now. But I got out of the van, and my friend helped me buy this, really beat down Kia Soul, which it was an okay car, but it was back to where I was with the Scion XB, just like this, like really rough riding, like not super high quality vehicle. And I'm like, dang it. Like I always wanted a car with leather seats and like a sunroof. And I know it's particular, but well, my ex-wife was supposed to make payments on that Sonata. And over 2 years, I continually made payments for her. Well, that was dumb, and I shouldn't have been doing it. And so I finally said to her, like, look, I am not going to make the payments anymore. And I said it in front of, at the time, my fiance, who is now my wife. And I said it in front of my kids. So, like, lots of people heard me tell her this. Like, I'm not making the payments anymore. You were supposed to be making the payments, and you need to take them over. And so she was like, okay, well, that's fine, and agreed to it. Well, she never made the payments on the car. And so after 3 months of us going back and forth and me reminding her, like, hey, look, they're going to take the car away if you don't make the payments, she stopped making payments. So I ended up, the car ended up getting repoed. I told her, like I said, look, you need to make the payments. They're going to take that car away. And so the car got repoed. She called me and was like, you didn't make the payments. What do you mean they're going to take it away? Because they towed it away. And, but I told her, and I said, look, my kids backed me up. I said to Mark and Ryan, I said, go ask Mark and Ryan, like, because they were there when I told you all of this. They also heard me tell you that you need to make the payments. So, she kind of wiggled out of it, like, I don't know. But she couldn't get away from it because the kids overheard me telling her this over and over again. So, anyway, the car went into Hawk. It went to the auctioneers, and I'm like, I was like, man, I just, if I had $1,000 to get it out of Hawk, I would, because I really love that car. So I talked to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I know this is, out of line, but would you allow me, if I can put some money toward this, will you help me get that car out of Hawk? I love that car, and I want it back. And she's like, absolutely. So my mom helped me pay for it, and I was able to get that car back. And so then my wife, who has a good heart, was like, you can't really leave your ex-wife without a car. Why don't you give her the Kia? So I ended up giving her the Kia. And so she had that for a couple of years. And now my son Ryan has it. So now he's driving the Kia Soul. And I have the Sonata. So I've had that car for about a year. Now, the only downside is because it's older, it definitely has some rough spots. Like it pulls to the left a little bit. I've got some weird noises and stuff going on that I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it. But it's got about 100,000 miles on it, and it's a great car. It's such a comfortable car to drive. And it's exactly what I wanted for a car. Really? We've already had an inspection in the state. Like, we need another one? Ugh. All right, so here we are at the way station. We should be almost to our destination at this point. This is kind of cool how they did this, like with the way station in the middle of the road. That's cool. I've seen these before. It's neat. Oh, when we're stopped, release brakes. Okay. See that sign? Hello, sir. Here's my papers. Have a great night. All right, we'll see you later. Oh, here's Lewiston. Customs people never share information with each other. That's so funny. On your earlier run, you got stopped over and over again? Yeah, it seems to happen a lot. Oh, my kids are calling again. I'll have to call them back. Does the speed limit 20, did it just say? 20. Wow, okay. I think we're going to be turning right because this is quarter lane, right lane. And that's where we're headed. Observe fire restrictions. This is the dry part of the state, so they definitely have fire issues. So, yes, that's correct, Jer. They'll be back tomorrow. Jontron, it is beautiful. You're seeing Idaho right now. We're getting near Coeur d'Alene. You can see the mountains or the hills, whatever they call them. In Ohio, we call this a mountain. Out there, it's probably just a bump. But they're pretty impressive hills. Chains are advised. $65. So they must get some serious snow here if they have chains on this hill. It looks like we're going to go up the hill now, so trying to get this truck rolling. And we're already losing speed, so yeah, I think it's gorgeous, Jay. Get an ant hill's a mountain. The hills are alive with the sound of potato harvesters. That's right. Uh-oh. Need to get over here. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Oh my gosh, what happened, John? Why were they blocking the road? Wow, this is cool. I love this grade. Oh, look, there's a big factory over there. Look at that. That's cool. Off in the distance. Muddy graphics. Routine traffic stop? Well, at least we definitely know we won't have to go to that way station. Oh, definitely using a steering wheel. The reason why I drive so bad is because I'm always trying to read comments while driving, but I'm using a steering wheel with a stick shifter and a shift knob that has the range splitter and also high-low splitter, or range and splitter, whatever you call it. Wow, that's crazy, John Turin. That's pretty cool. What would be my dream car or truck? Boy. If I was to pick a modern car, probably one of the stripped down BMW M3s. Sunroof and leather seats, yeah. But sporty, fast. And then I would say like whatever their sport model is with the but yeah, Jeremy's got it. My actual dream car would be like a late 70s, early 80s convertible Porsche 911. Yeah, I'd be super happy with one of those. Yeah, same for you, Banner. Yeah, the Porsche 911 Carrera. For me, it'd be a Porsche like a vintage Porsche 911 convertible. Doesn't have to be super fast. It's like where we live. I can't really go that fast, and it's not. We have just kind of straight up roads. They're not like racing roads, so it's not like I live out west where there's a lot of curvy open roads. So I would rather, just have something that doesn't have to be quick, but I want it to be comfortable and fun. So, yeah. Yes, that is a Bulldog, John. This is a Mack truck. There you go, Mack. Oh, that's why we were slowing down. Wow. The GT3. Nah, the Tesla has no soul. Give me a car that burns gas. Actually, for the daily driving, give me a car that is electric, and then for my weekend fun driving, give me a car that has that burns gas. Yeah, that's how I am too, Banner. I prefer that more relaxed, just enjoying driving. Doesn't have to be super fast. I don't mind if it's got a little giddy up, but I'm not looking to be like a speed demon. Trying to think of other cars that I would love. I'm not a truck guy, but I tell you what, I really like those Jeep, the new half Jeep, half pickup truck. I forget what they call those. Gladiator, I think it's called. But they're so expensive. Bulldog with a duck. I look at the Jeep Gladiator, a fully loaded Jeep Gladiator is almost $60,000. I'm like, are you kidding? $60,000. Yeah, take it to the track once in a while. Yeah, there you go. Wrangler trucks, huh? No, I've never been in a Tesla at all. I know they're fast. The ludicrous, I think the ludicrous Teslas are the electric cars have faster 0-60s than the gas burning cars. But once you get up above 100 miles an hour, the gas burners go faster. But up to 100 miles an hour, the electric cars almost always win, if they're sporty. Yeah, the E30. Yeah, that'd be like a vintage E30 would be awesome. The Wrangler trucks. That's so funny. Yeah, that's what they are. I don't like the new Ford Bronco. I mean, it's like I said, it's better looking than the new Blazer, but I don't like it. I tried to like it, and I just don't. The thing I don't like about the Tesla's Elk is the new, their older looking car, their older cars I liked, but the new ones, it's missing a grill. because it doesn't need one, but I don't like it without it. It just doesn't look right without a grill. I don't know. I'm not a huge Tesla fan. I think they make cool stuff, but I don't know that I would ever be able to spend money on one. If I was going to go for an Ego car, I might go for more like a Nissan Leaf or something like that. Oh, okay, because of... See, I was like 4 years old when I saw the movie Convoy. I don't remember anything about it. I'd have to watch it again. Nissan Titan, there you go. Ah, Banner, but would you trade it for a Porsche 911 Carrera? Probably the second option, Uncle Joe. As many cars as I want, as long as they're under 10K. Hey, man, my son is selling his RX-7 for $6,000. I'd be happy with that car. That's under 10K. You can get a lot of cool cars for under 10K. They're not in great shape. They probably need work and stuff, but you can find some pretty cool cars for under 10K. Yeah, I love the old Bronco too. The new one. That new one doesn't do anything for me. It's too weird looking. Yeah, it's like they. Okay, so with the Mustang, they tried to capture the past and blend it with the future, and they did a great job. With the Bronco, it's like they tried to capture the past, and it just didn't work. Oh, terrible joke, Timmy. Oh, I'm not in gear. Whoops. How did I get in 5th gear? What? Oh my goodness. Take a deep breath, put the truck in 2nd, and give it some gas. There we go. What happened there? You should have bring me a copy. I don't think the new one looks like an original Bronco at all. The original Bronco's an awesome looking truck. The new one looks like when a toy company wants. This is exactly what it looks like. It looks like when there's a toy company and they are bringing out a truck, an RC truck, but they don't want to pay for the licensing to get the actual truck model, so they make up their own truck model that kind of looks like another truck. That's exactly what the new Ford Bronco looks like. It's like, let's make this generically. I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm sorry. I looked at it out several times. I kept going back and looking at it and going like, is that cool? Is that cool? Right, but the Jeep just looks better. Now the old Ford Bronco, like I think Taylor, I think you might have posted. Somebody posted it on my page. That old black one from the 70s. That is awesome. Like I love that old Bronco. I would want one of those, but the new one just doesn't do it for me. I tried to like it, but. No, I like the vintage Broncos. I love them, actually. But those new Broncos, they're just... Yeah, it's like exactly, it's like a generically cheapish Bronco. So, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I tried to like it because I like Ford trucks. I think Ford makes good-looking trucks, but the Bronco... I don't like it. Like when they redid the Mustang, every redo of the Mustang they've done, I've liked. I think the Mustang is always has been a great looking car. And each revision that they come out with looks wonderful. But that's cool that the doors come off though. Yeah, so it's definitely trying to be like a Jeep. But it's cool. But like I said, to me it feels like that. Like, hey, this is an RC truck. We didn't want to pay for licensing, so here's what we're doing. All right, so hang on. Past or future? I'll tell you what, Uncle Joe. The way things have been going this year, I much would rather live in the past. To be honest with you, people seem to stand up for good. I don't know. It doesn't seem like we're progressing any. We're just getting more technological and communicating less because of technology. Let's see here. Wow, this is going to be a tough one. I don't know how. Like 1960, I don't know. I like the 1980s. Good morning, 01 button. You pulled an IROC. Let's see if we can get this thing in here. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Well, glad to hear that, Mr. Burton. Yeah, like here's where I'm at, like with all of that. Like if we got into a conflict like World War II now, we'd be in big trouble, because back then guys knew how to fix things. Guys, knew how to like make stuff work for them. Now, if we put the people in combat who are our up and coming generation, they would all cry out for Ritalin and smoke some pot and then give up and go home. I mean, it would be bad. It's a different generation of people. Well, that's true. That's a good thing. I mean that's good, at least that the murder rate's half, so that's good. I mean, I feel like we'd be in trouble if there was a worldwide conflict. It would not go well for us. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed this video for YouTube. I am going to take a break here, guys, for about maybe 15-20 minutes, and I will be back on, and we will do some snow runner coverage tonight. So anyway, have a great night, guys, and thanks for being here. Like I said, I'll be back with some snow runner in a little bit, but I got to take care of some stuff, and then I will see you. Bye.